And welcome to the Queensland State Netball Centre for the last game of round 10 between the USC Thunder and the Brisbane North Cougars. I'm joined in commentary this afternoon with the little scaredy Dominic Day.
Hello,
not.
Dommy. Simi, I don't know if I'm going to say glad to be here, but sure.
You're always glad to be here, Dommy.
I'm glad to watch the netball on show today between, obviously, the Cougars and the Thunder. Cougars are getting pretty, I guess, at the top of the ladder, and USC Thunder has been, let's say, ugly at the bottom of the ladder. So, obviously, one versus, what's that, 7? 6?
The 17s.
I don't know. I can't count. So interesting to see how Thunder bounces back from the loss from Tigers last week. We see a few change-ups with starting lineup as well. They've had a bit of a terrible one with injuries and spin a few plays here, there and everywhere. So it'd be interesting to see what they come up with today. And obviously Cougars are nice and settled in their lineup. We start with obviously Riley Holland at goal shooter, goal attack Binny and Hunt, wing attacking captain is Chanel Dyer, centre Ali McLeod, wing defender Hinchliffe, goal defence Ruby Bakewell, goalkeeper is Remy Camo, and subs today Mia Stour, Macy Gardner and Belle Sorby, coached by Liz White.
And for the Thunder this afternoon, we have Wolf and Murphy in goals for them, with Josie Hungerford, Nick Gunther and Ash Unai on in the centre court. Lillian Catling and Annika Lee Jones back there at keeper. Annika Lee Jones returning from the Lightning just to get some court time as they go finals. And then we have Chloe Litherland, Chloe Bingham and Sienna Allen on the bench for the Thunder this afternoon. So, in terms of, matchups, 1 versus 6, but I think, for Thunder the frustration would be that they have been in games and they have been ahead in games. They've just not been able to close out many of those games. So they'll be looking to consolidate. We take a look at our umpires as well for this afternoon. We have Rachel Thomas and Cara Wennerbaum officiating today's proceedings. And we actually look to see that Macy Gardner is actually starting in that centre this afternoon, and Ellie McLeod, as we previously thought. So Macy Gardner has been with the Queensland Firebirds as an injury replacement player over the last few weeks. So, great to see her back on court for the Brisbane North Cougars, and I'm sure they're happy to have her back.
Yeah, they will be happy to have her back. Obviously, the experience that she gained from the Firebirds outfit will be second to none in this competition as well. So a little bit of a, obviously, ball handling error there by Captain Dyer, but she'll be back into the game very shortly, I would imagine.
Yeah, early days. Players just getting a bit of a handle on the ball. Great shot there by Courtney Murphy.
Early shot there. So Thunder 2-0.
2-0, and we see the versatility of Seraphina Wolf, who has played in the back line for the majority of this season, but we have seen her a couple of times now in goals for the Thunder. And both shooters for the Thunder off confidently, turning and going to post, which is great to see. The Cougars, on the other hand, will be looking to get ball to post. And the Cougars are renowned for their a little bit slow start. They started quite slow against I think they played against They played everyone, so you can take a pick.
Whoever they played last week, I think it was the Jets. Yes, it must be the Jets. They started off really, really slow, so Liz White has obviously over the years wanting to improve that start, and unfortunately it's not going to be the way today, but it's obviously still 2 minutes into the game, so it's days.
Yeah, we see a great touch there by Maddie Hinchliffe and Josie Hungerford unable to control. In the last game we talked a lot about that, didn't we, Dom, that sometimes it's not about clean ball, winning the ball back cleanly, but it's about disrupting and forcing the opposition to make a mistake. And on that occasion, Maddie Hinchliffe was, did a really good job at doing that. Yeah. All you need to do is really throw up your hands, and hopefully that disrupts the vision of the player that's receiving the ball, or even the player that is passing the ball as well. So
yeah, that disruption's key. That's a great pass. Was a little bit risky to go over the circle, obviously with Annika Jones back there. She could have eaten, I think it was Dyer on the circle edge, but the quick enough ball to get there, and then Dyer quickly into Riley Holland.
And we see a great feed by Josie Hungerford to find Courtney Murphy under the post. So I think in terms of speed, that one from Hungerford had much more speed on it compared to the one that you were just talking about, Dawn.
Yeah.
So we see the Thunder, again, really successful in turning the ball over. They've done this really well all season, and I think it's because their defence line has been pretty settled, really, compared to the rest of the court in their mid and attack line. And, Hungerford really just needed to balance and settle.
Oh, Gunther!
Great pick up there by Gunther.
Remy Carmo was pickpocketed right
she
there.
She was. The Cookie Monster's back.
Say pickpocketed 5 times. Dare ya.
I will when the bird comes in. There's a bird in the stadium, everyone, and Dominique Day is like absolutely freaking out. I don't know why it's nowhere near her.
I am sweating galore.
Anyway, great shot there by Courtney Murphy, and the Thunder have started
out.
Fantastically in this quarter. The Cougars, though, have done a good job to just keep grinding, and whilst they're down by 3, they don't look panicked at all.
Not at all. Taking it all
Not
in their
like
stride.
Their little friend Dominique Day up here.
Oh, it's going to be a long 60 minutes with you, Sam. The Birds actually left the building. It was very nice and has vacated.
Yeah, Richard told it.
It was a pet bird. So USC Thunder, Carmo just tipping the ball out of the hands, really, of Wolf there, and Courtney Murphy. Oh,
great
shot
there. She missed the
stuff.
screen that Wolf had set up for her. Decided to run around, but
yeah, she doesn't need no screen.
Why does she need a screen?
She can shoot goals like that.
Great build up there by the Cougars. Almost tipped there by.
Good to see. Obviously, that that contest was let go by the umpires. Possibly could have been called either way, but yeah, good test to let go and see how it ends up. And obviously Riley Holland with the ball.
Great vision there by Ash Unai to find Josie Hungerford on top of the edge of the circle, but unable to control that ball, and unfortunately gives it possession over to the Cougars.
Yeah, Josie just obviously playing footsie with the ball, and unfortunately wasn't able to regather it in the circle there. So we see Cougars pretty much really nice and comfortable in this game now that they've eaten at that score line. So Riley Holland, nothing phases her, just struts stuff back to the top of the circle.
Yes, the score's locked again at 7-all. Wolf missed Murphy's drive then. She's got terrific speed, Murphy, so she's able to burn a lot of her defenders just by putting her foot down. But we see the Cougars have been successful in turning that ball over through Hinchcliffe again. Great ball there.
Vision from Dyer there. Threaded that ball to Riley Holland. It's good to see, obviously, the girls that have come back from serious injury as well. So there's a number of girls returning from ACL injuries, like Serafina Wolf, Josie Hungerford, and I think there's Finny and Hunt and Chloe Litherland that's on the bench for the Thunder at the moment. All have had that, I guess, devastating blow for a player with the ACL injury, and then has returned. Just Courtney Murphy taking a little bit of a nap on court, taking a break when she can.
Yeah, just not able to win that ball back off the rebound.
Yeah, shortest play in there. It was a hard ask to get that rebound from, obviously, the Talls. So Hungerford just calling an injury timeout, just as we spoke about her obviously returning from an ACL. Did take a while to get back on court with a few, obviously, setbacks. So she's going off to the physio table, and Chloe Lang comes on at wing attack. So good to see, but hopefully Josie's all right. Physio will have a look at her see if she can come back.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, the Thunder are lucky in that respect that they've got an experienced campaigner in Chloe Litherland returning or replacing Hungerford on the court. A little bit untidy here by the Thunder, but they've done really well to work themselves out of that.
Oh, well done, Hitchliff. Oh, was able to keep the ball in as well. And great backup. Oh, held. Oh,
held. That was quick. Gunther
really
probably
quick.
Just needed to have a look around. She had someone free beside her. But anyway, the Thunder are back in possession and will be wanting to convert, just to try and close the gap that the Cougars have been able to develop. And well done there by Wolf.
Yeah.
Looking much more comfortable in goals this afternoon or this evening than she was the last time I saw her there, definitely. I think we were together. We called that.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, so, obviously having Litherland not happy with them and that.
I think she was a little bit disappointed in herself
that
definitely. I guess not walked into the opposition player, but stepped into the opposition player and forced that ball and easy pickings for the Cougars girl. And we see another, just miscommunication. Macy Gardner
asked to stand out of play.
Even though I think probably her hair touched her and that's about it. So Allen looks like she's about to be coming on for the Thunder, possibly on at goal defence if my eyesight is correct. Kathleen might be taking a seat on the bench. Oh, well done, Camo there.
That was a great ball by Camo. That feed by Gunther was a little bit too slow and predictable. I think Camo knew exactly where it was going.
Oh,
great touch there.
Unfortunately can't keep on side. She needed a player to push her back on side.
Yeah, definitely.
So Riley Holland out of the circle. So really Thunder could have stopped her entry back into the circle, but they kind of just let her in too easy there. So obviously Annika Lee Jones in the Lightning fold, as well as Sienna Allen as well with training partner Ash Uni as well. So we look down the court, there's training partners galore in both teams. Obviously Riley Holland, Binian Hunt, Chanel Dyer, Maddie Hinchliff, Macy Gardner, Ruby Bakewell-Doran, pretty much the whole bloody court.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
Court full of talent, that's for sure.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it was very, very tight there.
As a player, you would have stuck your hands up and gone, held umpire.
Exactly. Probably needed a goaler to come out and open some
release
space
that
up
pressure.
Well done.
Serafina.
And great pick up there by Chloe Litherland. Serafina Wolf showing her defensive skills, even though she's sitting back at shooter, but she's creating opportunities for her side by doing that. They need to now reward, I was going to say reward her, but she needs to reward herself by
pat herself on the back.
Yeah,
for that awesome, obviously, tip, and then chased up by Litherland as well.
Great pressure there by Allen over the ball. She did.
That's a sweet shot by Riley Holland.
Yeah, it was a great shot, but I think it was great because of the pressure that Allen applied to her. And like you said, Riley Holland is really a cool cucumber. Be quiet or I'm going to call the bird back to you.
You're from across the ditch, eh? Keel. In the peel. Simone. It's not funny anymore, okay?
Oh, don't pick on me, Dom, and I won't call the bird to you.
You don't have that.
Cougars back in possession.
That power over nature, do you?
Try me.
All right, so with 3.5 to go, obviously Cougars taking a little bit of a lead here with 4 points in it. Allen probably going to be asked to stand out to play a little bit better. That's the way. There we go. Riley, just a few words to Biddy and Hunt.
Almost there by Ash Unai. I mean, I think if we have a look at some of the stats, Dom, that we received, at the moment the Thunder are only converting 50% of their centre passes. So I think, if they can try and improve that stat, that would definitely help bring them into the game. And
didn't we say that about the Tigers last time and they did what we asked? So maybe
they'll hear us this time as well.
Thunder, improve your stats.
Improve the ball.
And yeah, we look at obviously the shooting percentage of Brisbane North Cougars as 100% for both the goal shooter and goal attack in Riley Holland and Binion Hunt. And on the other hand, the Thunder sitting at 64%. So Courtney Murphy just 57%, 4 from 7. And Serafina Wolf 5 from 7, so 71%. So another stat that they could improve on, and it's good to see. Obviously, we spoke about all the girls returning from ACL injuries. In Bella Sorby, obviously on court in the goal defence position, I believe, or wing defence. We spoke about her last week. Was her first game back from obviously that serious injury in her right knee that you can see strapped. So congratulations to her for obviously backing up in this game. And there we have it.
Another held ball again by Thunder. Just no options in attack.
Oh, she got a little bit excited.
Too much on that pass by the Cougars, but hopefully the Thunder are able to convert this opportunity with just under a minute and 30 to go. They started really well.
Oh, Bakewell Doran, well done.
Contact call there.
Touches the shoelaces, that means she's not happy. So it's a player's insight.
You're right,
yeah.
So you touch your shoes a lot.
No, I always just bit my tongue. Figuratively and technically, yeah. Oh, Annika Jones told to stand out of play.
Great rebound there by Riley Holland.
Binion Hunt will just set up. That's her first miss of the game. And first miss for obviously the two shooters in for Brisbane North.
So we see the Cougars back in possession with about 30 seconds to go. So what will they do, Dommy? Will they go to goal? Yes, they will. They're not going to take your advice and pass it around.
No, that advice was just for the situation that the Tigers and
how did that go?
Bull Sharks. Well, hey, it could have worked out. But they ended up with a draw, so technically worked. Oh, Bakewell Doran, well done, Courtney Murphy. Just shooter pass to Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf really held her ground really well then and helped set that up.
There we have it. First quarter here at the State Netball Centre between the Brisbane North Cougars 19, leading the USC Thunder 10.
This is the exact score in the last game, Dommy. The Bull Sharks are at 19 and
your memory's so good,
Tigers
Sim.
are at 10. So we'll see if a similar result is on the cards.
Possibly.
After this game. But as the team return to their bench, we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly. welcome back to the second quarter between the Brisbane North Cougars and the USC Thunder. The Cougars were successful in that quarter in taking it out 19-10, so they get the bonus points for that one.
2 points.
2 points.
Easy
2
money.
points in the bank for them. The Thunder, on the other hand,
see?
they started the quarter really well.
They did.
But they weren't able to continue. So we see them returning to the court. There appears to be some changes within the Cougars line.
Okay. So, from reading that penalty, it is going to be to the Brisbane North Cougars for delaying. So, obviously you have to get back on court within the time period of the umpire's decision. Well, not umpire's decision, but the rules, I guess. So, the umpires deemed that the USC Thunder delayed play there, so they were penalised. Just a bit of Netty 101. Trivia for you, yeah.
So we see that there's been some changes within this Cougars line. So Chanel Dyer moving into centre, Macy Gardner moving to the bench, Ali McLeod coming on at wing attack. And I think that is all that there is.
That's unfortunate there, but a little bit dangerous. Obviously, Annika Lee-Jones couldn't go anywhere else, but with Binny and Hunt's style of landing, she obviously turned her back on it, back on the player, and nearly landed on, obviously, Lee-Jones' back.
To Lee Jones' credit, though, she stood her ground and didn't try and continue with the contest to create any more, to make it even more dangerous, or any more dangerous than it may have been.
We'll just take you through what's happening on court. There we go. Just a technical difficulty.
Just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah. I was about to say, that would have been annoying, hearing our voices going, goal attack to goal shooter.
Great rebound there by Allen.
Great job by the tech guys getting the footage back up and running.
Yeah, definitely. So we see the Thunder in possession here. So they wanted to convert this turnover. Their turnover conversions hadn't been that high, even though they were able to... I looked to wind up then, but she thought twice about it. I was looking to see where she was going to go.
She loves a wind-up pass.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Oh, could have gone 50-50. Went towards... Oh, that was a step.
It was...
Or carry, whatever they like to call it.
Well done there, bud.
Oh, well done, Serafina.
At times, I think the Thunder just need to be a little bit patient. There was Murphy missed Litherland on that one, and Gunther probably, gave that one to Wolf a little bit earlier than what it needed to go, just to allow the defenders to move. So I think, they have been done for held ball a few times, so it's around getting their timing right and making sure they've got
fine line between holding the ball too long and releasing it too quickly when there's no options there. So Thunder obviously have the centre pass, looking to obviously convert the centre pass, which would be a centre pass conversion. We're full of trivia today. Oh, well done, Camo. Just flicked it out to Bella Sorby there at in-wing defence.
So
better defence by the Thunder through the centre court.
It's just through this attacking circle that they seem to get the ball quite easily, just like that. Just not quite.
That was pretty netball.
That was really pretty netball.
Really pretty netball.
Really pretty.
So we see obviously some supporters in the crowd. It looks like obviously the under 19 team from the Brisbane North Cougars lining up behind the bench of the girls here. So really good to see everyone come out to the State Netball Centre. Still a long way to go in this game, so if you aren't doing anything at 5:45 on a Sunday afternoon / evening, get down to the State Netball Centre and watch this great two teams go at it.
It's a really strong take there by Wolf, but it was really well challenged there by Camo, but I think it just shows her ability and her strength in there. Really need the Thunder.
That looked
really
like she was out of court.
She looks like she knew that she was out of court.
Serafina just sneakily just removed her toes from the outside of outside position and just put her foot back in court. Bakewell Doran just shook her head, just looked at her floor, or looked at the floor and pleaded with the umpire, I guess. Oh. Great take there by Serafina. Plays on quite quickly, which is great to see. Oh,
yeah, wants to
Bella
get on with
Sorby,
it.
well done.
Yeah, great to see Bella contesting really strongly around that circle edge, as any good wing defender should.
Looks like Hungerford's back on the bike, literally, with her knee strapped, it looks like. So hopefully she gets back out on this court. Oh. Ali McLeod nearly sits down, gets herself back up. So squats they do in the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Litherland trying her hardest just to disrupt the play, which she does. Of course, a moment in time sets up the defence. Oh, well done, Lee Jones. That's great hands over. She jumped out. That's all right.
Serafina just had a foot out.
Yeah, it's karma. I believe in karma.
So Thunder back in position here. We've got people hitting the deck.
Left, right and centre. Everyone's a little bit tired on the Sunday afternoon.
Great touch there by Ruby.
That was great patience there and great defence by the Cougars circle defenders. Oh, once again, advantage play would be grand.
There we go. No advantage on that.
No advantage. That was definitely out. Great call by the umpires. Without the umpires, we wouldn't be here. So shout out to them.
Even with the umpires, Tommy.
No. We can't go on without the umpires.
Well done there by Nick Gunther, but we need to get it in. Yes, it was a nice swing, but it's just the Thunder,
the finishing,
attackers, tending to sit it behind the Cougars defenders, which is making it really hard then for their feeders to find them. Probably needed Murphy to sweep her around in front to try and commit one of those defenders, but hey, they got the ball to goal and were able to convert, and that was a great touch there by Captain Unai.
Oh, well done. Yeah.
And I think Hunt trying to win the ball back through her defensive pressure.
Exactly right, Sam, and I think Serafina Wolf just needs to set up a little bit higher to allow Courtney Murphy to really play either top or base in that position or that.
Great shot.
Holla.
Or just shoot.
Oh, the shoot, yeah. Yeah, I might shut up and just let her do the talking.
No, you keep talking, Tommy.
Nah. I'm done. I'll be mute.
So, the Thunder...
Sorry, guys. I just had to
Murphy,
do that.
Great rebound there.
She has the confidence to go to the post, though.
She does, because she knows Fina's going to go.
Yeah.
Which is great.
She praised Serafina for the rebounds. She's got an interesting shooting style, Courtney Wolf does. Oh, Courtney Wolf. I've just put those two. Okay. She has an interesting shooting style, Courtney Murphy does. She's a little bit old school with the one hand. Doesn't really have that control of the two hands. But it's obviously doing wonders. Yeah, doing wonders for her. So you go, girl. Whatever works.
Go for gold.
Yep.
Totally. So we think the Thunder called that timeout?
I don't know. I wasn't. I was concentrating on getting my words out of my mouth. Let's say Thunder called it. Anyone else give us a tip? Thunder called the timeout? Oh, we were wrong. Cougars called the timeout. Thank God someone's watching the game. Because Sim and I, mostly Sim's, not really paying attention. She's gone mute.
I'm looking for the bird, Dommy, to make sure it doesn't come and attack you.
Easily distracted she is. Small minds.
So it looks like Mia Stower might be joining the court for the Cougars in at goal shooter to change it up a little bit. We have scores are locked 7-all. So even though the Cougars are out by 9,
Liz White just asking a little bit more of her players. So is obviously her assistant coach and Darren. And then we see on the other hand, obviously, good to see the boys, the males, out in force in the netball world. Obviously, Gary Passion being the Thunder's coach, so always up for the boys to have a crack at obviously coaching and umpiring and playing even as well.
Definitely, Dommy. Well said.
Equal.
Great rebound there by Sienna Allen. So oh goodness me,
that was the bird. The bird's back.
Thunder have an opportunity here to score. Oh,
Courtney
goodness.
Murphy just taking that.
Slipping over.
Yeah,
so
we
I
might
wonder
need
if
a
there's
towel.
a little bit of... we saw in the last game that there was quite a lot of...
Ball handling.
Errors. Yeah, but across the board, I mean, if there's a player that consistently does it, you tend to ask the question of the player. But when everyone's doing it, then maybe there may be some
I don't
sweat on the
know,
ball.
Simi.
I don't know. You don't know?
I don't know. The ball's can be pretty grippy, but obviously, yeah, each player has...
Grippy, look that up in the dictionary.
Grippy. That's a word, isn't it? Someone? I'll spell it for you. G-R-I-P-P.
So the Cougars have got it out to 10 now.
Why?
Thunder back in
Is that
possession.
grippy? Someone. Comment on...
great work there.
Well done, Bakewell Doran.
Strong contest there by Bakewell Doran.
Coming through with the goods. Putting us back on, obviously, commentating the game instead of having a spelling bee. Because my English is not too good.
Great shot there by Stour.
Stour comes on court.
So the Cougars have jumped out to a 2-goal lead in this quarter. Liz White obviously will be wanting her team to win all of the quarters, really. The Thunder, on the other hand, obviously want to, the quarter scores do help with their ladder position, as we saw in the last game. Not just the win of the game is important, but also how many quarters you're able to win. So the Thunder, have done a better job in this quarter to control the ball and get it to goal.
Yeah, and I think they're a little bit more patient. Obviously, we see the passes, the mid-courts, I should say, passing it around. Unfortunately, wasn't able to convert there, but they're a little bit more patient, willing to pass it around to get their shooters in a better position. Hunt, no problems there, converting that goal there. So, yeah, with just under 5 minutes to go, obviously, like you said, Sim, so far Cougars having the 2 points, the bonus point in this quarter, leading 11 points to 7. Make that... make that 11.
Unlucky there by Stour. The ball rolled down. It was a great touch there by Allen.
Stour, well done.
Almost got her... got the ball back after that missed shot. But Allen did a great job to tap the ball onto Anna Collier-Jones just to control that possession. Great. Maddie Hinchliff.
Getting a fingertip to that ball. That pressure that we spoke about. Yeah. That's the one. And even though she'll get a stat against her name with a tip, obviously the coach in Liz White will want her to get 2 hands to it, but with that, just, like you said, disrupts the play. So really well done. And
so I see the Thunder this time.
We made sure of that?
Yes, definitely.
100% sure, yeah?
I am 100% sure on that one, Dominique.
Yeah. So Annika Lee-Jones looks like she's coming off. Allen to goalkeeper, possibly. And what do you reckon? Who's going to go to goal defence?
Maybe Lily Mae Cutling.
Yep.
But it looks
Good
like
call.
potentially the young and Chloe Bingham might be on at goal shooter.
Possibly. So Serafina Wolf still has the goal shooter bib on, but off court. So possibly Bingham's going to be injected into this game by Gary Passion. He's a bit of a stats man, good old G-Pash. So he will want to improve some of their stats, their shooting stats in particular, 57%. So quite low for them. And their shooter was obviously Serafina Wolf, taking 5 from 7 at 71%. And then obviously Courtney Murphy taking 3 from 7. So really low volume, I guess, or equal volume, really.
Yeah, they're sharing the load, definitely. But so are the Cougars shooters. But the difference is that the Cougars shooters are scoring more of the ball that they get. So, I think as we see Bingham enter the court, it's not a bad move by Passion. What Courtney Murphy is able to do is she's able to create and open up the space in front. But having Bingham back there as a target.
Yeah. Bit of a leg action there. Well done. Chloe Litherland steals it away from Hinchliffe.
Yeah.
Usually it's the other way around. Hinchliffe is the thief.
Robber.
Yeah.
Well done there to the Thunder. They played this combination late in the game against the Tigers last week, and it worked for them. So looking to see if they're able to have the same impact. The Cougars, on the other hand, are continuing to do what they've been doing so very well for the first half of this game, really, and that's just play really simple, high percentage netball and get it to goal.
Yeah. Oh, Bakewell Doran.
That was a fantastic.
That's going on her highlight reel. In her pool room.
Definitely. Pool. And she covered a lot of ground then to actually take that ball.
Incredibly quick, Bakewell Doran is. And obviously Binny and Hunt taking a little bit of a longer shot there. Unfortunately, hit just the front of the ring. So Thunder will look to obviously get into attacking rhythm here and convert this turnover.
To make it a turnover conversion.
Is that the definition, Sim? You're a smart, netty gal, aren't you? Bakewell Doran is having nothing of the Thunder's attack.
It was a bit crowded there in that Thunder circle. Probably just needed to open it up a little bit.
Yeah, that was a two-hand shutdown by Bakewell Doran.
Yeah.
Bit like a block in volleyball. I've been watching the volleyballers.
Yes, maybe she was too.
Maybe.
So Hunt able to convert on this occasion.
2 minutes to go here at the State Netball Centre. We possibly have a injury time out. So, Cougars are a little bit confused to who's going who.
So it looks like Stower's moving to goal attack. Hunt is leaving the court, and Holland returns at goal shooter. So
Alan.
Great touch there by Alan, and a little push just to...
just to say, hey, I'm here. Welcome back to the court, Riley Holland. Riley will love that. She loves a good contest. Yes. There we have it. Stower from downtown Mount Gravatt. Almost Nathan. Upper Mount Gravatt. Or Mount Gravatt East.
Yeah.
We've got a few Mount Gravats around here. Oh, probably not where she was wanting to go with that pass.
It looked like she was looking to connect with Litherland on the other side of the circle, but Bingham just stuck her arm out and said,
"Yeah, I'll have that." Yeah. Why go over the top when you can get the ball and shoot it? Oh, a bit of a fake there by Ali McLeod. So she's still on at wing attack. Sorry, I thought she was coming back on. She looks fresh as a daisy. That's why.
She's been doing really well, and certainly when Macy Gardner has been joining the Firebirds over the last few weeks, Ali McLeod has been starting or coming on in that centre court, and has been doing a really good job, given that she's young, up-and-coming player, has been in the previous Div 2, I suppose, competitions over the last few years, so it's great to see her on the Sapphire court and see her mixing it with the very best. And holding her own. Yeah, and she's a really, like you said, a hard worker. And as you alluded to, Sim, she has had her time in, obviously, the Div 2 teams and worked her way up. So it's really good to see. Obviously, she's been rewarded by Coach Liz White in a starting position, really. And Liz White likes to reward her players that trains quite hard during the week. So with Macy being out with the Firebirds, Ali McLeod's been doing the job, and she's been rewarded here with a starting position. Great. So that's half time for this game between the Brisbane North Cougars and the USC Thunder. We see the Cougars leading 35 to 21, and they also won that quarter as well. So far they've won the first 2 quarters to the Thunder's.
How many points is that?
That's 4 points to
Just checking.
to the Cougars so far. They've got that in the bank. 16-11 was that quarter. I think the difference definitely was the shooting percentage between both teams and the centre pass conversion rate, definitely. So we are going to take a short break now, and we will come back for the second half very shortly. Back to the second half of the last game of round 10 between the Brisbane North Cougars and the USC Thunder.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
Okay. And
backup singer, come on.
No, thank you. So we see the Brisbane North Cougars leading currently 35-21. They've taken both bonus points in the first 2 quarters, so they've been quite dominant. In the match so far. The Thunder, on the other hand, Domi, what's your observations of them?
So I think obviously a little bit underwhelming, I'm going to say, from the Thunder so far, but there's another half to go, so they're definitely not out of the contest. Tiny goals, small goals, so they really just need to improve probably some of their stats, namely their shooting stats. And being Serafina Wolf come on at goal attack and Bingham obviously backing that shooter, hopefully they can start off well. There you go, 1 from 100%. They've been listening. So yeah, really improve some of their small stats in a few areas there. But they, here we go.
Job there by Lily Mae Catling.
Gary Passion's obviously changed up his attacking end quite significantly. We see obviously Josie Hungerford on the bench there, icing her knee, so I would imagine that she's not back for this game here. Great intercept there by Bella Sorby.
Yeah, definitely. We see Maddie Hinchliffe in at centre and Chanel Dyer moving over to wing attack. The shooting combination for the Cougars remains the same, but Bella Sorby has returned to the court in at wing defence for the Cougars. And like you said, there's been some wholesale changes down in that attack end for the Thunder. And I was about to say so far, but...
yeah, that pass was just not on. Obviously, Bingham was holding, I guess, face-to-face to Remy Camo. And that's, definitely never on in my eyes, Sim. So I would imagine that you think the same.
Yeah, definitely. It's really hard for the feeder to know where to put the ball, but also for the goaler because she's not really sure what space she's holding.
No.
So whilst Bingham is a target, I think they're probably going to need to do some more work to get the ball in there by changing the angles and not making it so predictable because Como is so very strong in the air.
Yeah. And obviously Bingham is a nice strong player, so she just really needs to set up nice and early and make sure that her mid-quarters know where she wants the ball. Dyer steals it. She's a thief in the night.
She's a thief in the night. Unai probably, obviously wasn't expecting that, but probably just needed to take that ball a little bit stronger.
Yeah, come on that hard drive. We spoke about obviously a few players stopping in their drives and the defender coming through on it, so that was just a pure example of that. That was a better feed and a better position by Bingham.
Yeah,
and a better shot.
Helped too by having 2 options, so Wolf exited the circle to provide an option, so it meant that Thunder had 2 options there and it meant the Cougars had to be accountable. And a little bit of misunderstanding there on that play. So the Thunder back in possession again. So they haven't not been able to create opportunities in defence for themselves, have they?
No, they've had plenty of ball up their attacking end or near their attacking end. So it's not lack of, it's just that final execution of that pass or that shot or something like that. So they just need to, well done, Bakewell Doran.
And it's an example of that there where it's become quite obvious that Wolf just wants to get the ball into Bingham. So Wolf probably needs to be a little bit more unpredictable and work that ball around.
Do a few sneaky fakes here and there. Sell some candy, I like to say.
Yeah, that was a step, unfortunately, for...
Great call, umpire Sam.
Murphy there. I was just observing what the umpire called, actually.
Great call, umpire. Cara.
Well done there. Well done, Alan. So the Thunder defenders are doing everything to keep their team in play, but just like you said, not being able to finish off with that final execution of pass or shot.
No, someone just had to put 2 feet on the ground, take a breath, take a moment in that passage of play. It went from Uni to Catling, and Catling was obviously on one foot and just did the throw and hope, and it didn't come off, unfortunately. Stour from downtown, Upper Mount Gravatt, gets that shot. It's a sweet shot from Stour as well.
She's great from range. Oh,
that's quite soft on that call there. I thought Riley Holland just played it to the umpire quite well, obviously getting away.
She does have a nickname as Hollywood. So
Hollywood, she does. She does. She likes to, I won't tell a few, I'm not going to give it away. She likes to obviously put the ball to the defender's hand, and sometimes she does let go without a bit of a knock or anything like that.
You're just giving her secret.
Oh, she'll be loving it. She'll get away with it even more now. We've got the umpires on our side.
So
Today. Only today. So Stour taking another shot. There we have it.
The Cougars are just so clinical in their play, aren't they? They just don't do anything. They don't overplay anything. They just do their job and do it really well.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes, that would call.
No. I'm going to say no to that. No deal. No. I'm a little bit too harsh on, obviously, umpires. They're in better positions than us, and we have the easy spot up here, sitting down with our iced lattes and our comfy chairs and our fanboy that fans us when we get a bit flustered, like the last game.
That's the bird.
That's not the bird. The bird has vacated the premises on the instruction of myself. Thank you, Sim. Oh, Dyer. Easy pickings there. Oh, was lucky to stay on side. She takes the ball on the circle's edge. All the room to move there. Oh, Holland just having a little bit of a lapse.
She's just lost her
mojo.
She has a little bit, but I'm sure she'll get it back. Oh, and her mate, Bakewell Doran, says, here, Riley, I'll get the ball back for you to have another shot.
She doesn't want to have a shot. Oh. Yeah, so Riley Holland just shooting 50% so far in the quarter, but that's not saying anything. Once again, downtown. Sweet shot.
Stour.
Downtown Stour. Stour's actually from T-Bar or Toowoomba. She's a range girl, so obviously shout out to all our country netballers. Committed to obviously the game that we all love, and she travels obviously down to Brizzy to play as well as train, so yeah.
She does do some mileages in a normal netball week.
Yeah, it wouldn't be easy even as a junior netballer coming into Brizzy. That's why we see a lot of girls obviously moving towards the city area. I know obviously Ali McLeod's one that's from North Queensland, Townsville in particular.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously I'm pretty sure Courtney Murphy hails from Darwin.
Yeah.
So that's obviously some serious Ks.
I don't believe she does that in a week though.
You sure? I don't know. Should get her frequent flyer points up.
Not sure what that was for. It was offside. It was very deep in the circle.
No, definitely a step.
A
huge step. And
massive
great umpiring, obviously, as well. So, once again, shout out to the umpires.
Definitely.
Doing a great game. They're on fire tonight.
Well done. Great defensive pressure there by the Thunder, but
getting
unfortunately
a little bit scrappy with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, not able to hold on to possession and give the ball back to the Cougars.
Here we go.
Yeah, lovely shot there by Stour. Had plenty of pressure over the ball.
She did.
But it didn't faze her.
Nah, she walks back cool, calm and collected. I always like the strut of the goal attack after you obviously hit a sweet shot. Mine came few and far between, but I always try to strut myself after that long bomb.
Even if you weren't a shooter, even if you weren't shooting that game.
Yeah, sure. I'll strut my stuff on court no matter what.
Oh, great.
Oh, well done, Kathleen.
Oh,
Yes.
Kathleen.
That
Fantastic
deserves
job.
to be finished off by the Thunder. Her hard work, and she's there to back up her attacking players as well.
Yeah, it was a great
Play of the
contest on
game.
board. Yeah, definitely. And it's those
Highlight
little
reel?
moments. Highlight reel. Put on the highlight
For
reel.
sure. In the pool room.
Oh, well done to Camo. It's those little moments, though, that can swing momentum and, start the...
Eating away at this deficit as well.
Well, definitely. I mean, whilst obviously the scoreboard shows the gap, there are points still up for offer in terms of quarters. And I think, the Thunder, whilst they will be wanting to close the gap and do all they still can to win this game, there's still points on offer for the bonus point, and to take a bonus point off a team like the Cougars is a great feat, as well as
almost like a dagger in the heart to the Cougars girls.
Definitely.
And you want them to go to training, and Liz White being a little bit angry with them because they'll get laps to run, I guess.
Yes,
but yeah.
Definitely. And I think for the Thunder, it provides confidence.
Yeah.
Great.
Great effort there by Alan.
Yeah, she read it really well, and she had a go, which is what you've got to do.
Yeah.
Particularly when the scores, it's a 20-goal difference now. So when the scores are blown out like this, you've got to, be prepared to take some risks and try some new things.
Yeah. Nothing to lose, really. And like that pass from Courtney Murphy into Bigham. Oh,
great shot there.
Downtown Caloundra, we're going to say, for the USC Thunder.
The Bruce Highway.
Oh,
Alan, well done.
She read that well.
Yeah, she did.
A little bit too late from Hinchliffe. It's not normally, obviously, an attacking player, so we'll find her feet with the timing of this game. But so 20-point lead so far in this game to the Brisbane North Cougars. We've had a few changes on the court. Macy Gardner comes on at wing attack, and Ali McLeod wing defence. So Dyer takes a much-needed rest, as so does Bella Sorby.
And we see Gunther return to the court in at centre, replacing Chloe Litherland. So the rolling subs provide the coaching staff with the opportunity to make those changes before quarter time breaks.
Yeah, and they'll obviously go into this third quarter break before the fourth half. And Gary Passion will want his team to improve, obviously, the deficit in the quarter breakdown. So Brisbane North Cougars leading 14 points to 8 or 9.
It was a great, strong contest on the rebound by Serafina Wolf, which was able to maintain that possession in the circle for the Thunder, and such a quick play there by the Cougars to get the ball to goal really quickly. We've got just under coming up to 2.5 minutes left of this third quarter.
They've improved their shooting stats, which is good to see, Simi. The Thunder has, so sitting at 82% for the collective group, and 80% for Chloe Bingham, and 100% Hunnett for Serafina Wolf. Just 1 from 1, but still Hunnett.
Well, yeah, Hunnett. Definitely. But I think what Wolf's been able to do is just provide a little bit more of a target up front and then get it to that target at the back. So she's helped create and open up Bingham. But one-on-one, when she's holding really strongly, there's not very many people that can take the ball off Wolf in that situation. However, Bakewell Doran's done a great job in just holding off and coming through and anticipating and picking up the ball. Not sure what that was for. That
was offensive contact on Courtney Murphy, unfortunately. Try to slip between two players and unfortunately cause a bit of contact. So we look at some of the stats that are a little bit disappointing in the way of the Thunder. 22% for turnover gain conversion.
Compared to the Cougars, 100%.
Yeah. So once again, you're not going to win a game with that, unfortunately. So we see a blood rule, the old blood rule, off the court. Strap her up and then back on. So the ball has been changed. No sweaty ball now.
No. Oh, unlucky.
So she's Courtney Murphy is allowed back on court. She was told to get off. Now she's back on. So possibly that... Oh, we have a confusion with the centre passes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought the Thunder just had that.
Yeah.
And Hinchcliffe tapped it away. So interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully the scores don't...
yeah, it's not relying on it.
Will influence the outcome of not just this play, but also the
And the
game.
umpires did double check with the bench, and we're not going to throw the bench under the bus, Sim. So
we're all human. So
human.
anyway, we get
back on.
Back on the Cougars. Looking slick in their play up until that last. They hesitate. I hesitated because they hesitated.
Yeah.
Stopped, but
Stour. Cool, calm and collected from her. Good to see. Throw and hope. 4 seconds to go. Money shot. Oh! Riley does practice that at training a lot. The money shot. So with a couple of seconds to go, she always practices the long bomb, but unfortunately couldn't come away with that one.
So a massive blowout in that third quarter. The Cougars winning that third quarter 20-19. So, you know, the Thunder will be really disappointing with that performance in that third quarter, because they made some changes that looked really like
promising.
They might pay off. Yeah, in the early part. But as we go, we'll take a short break now as we look to the fourth quarter. But there's a 25-goal lead.
Yes, hard to come back, unfortunately. But hopefully the Thunder can come back on court and win the final quarter here. So be back with us in just a moment.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of this final game of round 10 for the HART Sapphire series between the Brisbane North Cougars and the USC Thunder. We see the Cougars...
Did you take a breath?
No, I just keep talking. The Cougars is
around the water
at 25-goal lead to the Thunder on 30 at the moment. So, you know, the Cougars obviously have been dominant in this game, Dommy, but that third quarter, they really put their foot down, didn't they?
Yes. We need the thunderclap. Start the thunderclap. Let's go for the Thunder.
Okay, Dommy, you could do that, and you can sing your song.
Sing a song. Thunder.
I think they may need a little bit more than that, but.
Lightning and the thunder.
So we see that they have
we were pointing towards it. We wanted that long bomb, but unfortunately couldn't come away with it.
I think it was your Thunderclap singing that.
My Thunderclap
singing that
Are you saying
turnover.
my singing is horrible?
No, not at all.
My mum says it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, your mum's a lovely lady.
Shout out to Mum.
Who is in
Canada.
Well done, Serafina Wolf there to chase that down and also get
Camo. Oh. She did really well with her footwork there. Just confused the space, obviously, of Courtney Murphy to be a little bit indecisive with her pass selection. So really well done to Camo.
Yeah, she did a great job, Camo. Murphy probably needed to look elsewhere and was really lucky to maintain possession. But the Cougars great in defence, turning that ball over from their attack line, really, when you think about it. It was Stour.
She was a little bit surprised with herself that she got that intercept. I think it might have bumped herself on the
look
nose.
what happens when you defend. You could turn the ball over.
Yeah.
She'll listen to this later and I'll get an abusive text message. But
7 attackers, 7 defenders. Isn't that what coaches say in their playbook?
Definitely.
You've probably said that once or twice to me.
Once or twice.
When you were yelling at me on court.
2,000 times.
She's really mean, people. She's a mean lady. A bit of a footy pass there by Chloe Litherland to Uni. A throw and hope. And what's the umpire on the call? Ooh, bit of a 50-50 call.
It was a 50-50, but
goes the way of the Thunder. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Take yourself off. Well done. That was great. Play of the game. I love a bit of the shooter to the post.
Maybe she was watching Peace. Did you see when Peace did that?
Peace also did it from pretty much just inside the circle, I swear, and took a giant step.
Yeah, she passed to herself from the top of the circle.
Yeah,
to the goal.
Yeah. That's when,
so maybe
when you have 6 foot legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, they train up there at the Sunshine Coast Uni for Lightning, so she's probably been watching Riley strutting her stuff there. Comfortable, and obviously this lead here. The quarter breakdown, obviously, 4 points to 2 so far. Oh, Sarah Foot. Oh, nah, too late.
Too late on that delivery.
Probably 2 weeks late. Oh, stop it. She stole it. Oh, great sportsmanship there. Thought Chloe Litherland got away with it and was going to get called for offside, and that was all. But umpire obviously deemed that Chloe contacted on the way through.
Yeah, look, it was a great challenge by Litherland and a great take,
strong take
by Ruby Backwardoran.
Just to make sure that I call the right thing.
So
nothing.
You're just doing a great job there.
I'll talk to myself.
Oh, do you think some people are listening to you?
Nah, no one listens to me.
Oh, big fake there by... Oh, great take by Stour.
Trips over and still gets the ball. Not happy. Let's see if she can trip over. Oh, sets herself. Yep, she's on a roll. She's on a mission. That was a serious face by Stour.
It was a serious face.
All right, yeah, Bingham just needs to hold really nice and tall and stick that mitt out and ask for the ball.
Out.
Yeah, the mitt. The big hand. The mitt.
Yeah.
Baseball mitt.
Right.
Yeah? No? Someone, surely.
Yes.
Oh. Cougars are on a run.
Bingham's just not sealing off on that hold strong enough and allowing... I mean, Camo's got great footwork, like you said before, and is able to get around, but if Bingham can make sure that she's really strong... to hold Camo out, but I think, it's just a sign of experience. She's only young, Bingham. Usually in the Ruby team for the Thunder, so great to see her on the Sapphire court, and she's done a great job. She's holding her own.
Yep, definitely. Tactical timeout to the Thunder called by Uni, so Thunder will just regroup and... the Cougars have got out to a 6-point lead in this quarter breakdown. So obviously still leading by 31, if my math is correct. Yeah. I had to use all my fingers and toes for that.
So they've extended their lead that they had at 3/4 time when they were up by 25. So they've been able to push the lead out again by another 6 Dom.
Your maths is great.
I know.
Simi?
I'm trying to tell my daughter
Your
to
maths
learn
whiz.
her maths instead of using Siri.
Tell your story, Sim. This is great. Everyone needs to hear it.
No, I may have caught my daughter asking Siri her maths equations during the week, which is not cool.
How brilliant is that?
No, it's not.
Tarai, if you're listening, keep going, girl. Because that is the most
she's 6 years
brilliant
old.
thing I've ever heard. I'm going to start asking Siri more serious questions as well.
Yes, but asking for your help on your maths homework is not a good idea when you're 6 because you've got a long way to go.
Nah. Play on. I think that's great.
Anyway, you did
obviously
not need Siri, did you?
Obviously, I've got no children and I'm not a teacher, so...
No, exactly. So
did I not have what?
I said you didn't need Siri to help you with that equation.
No, it took me a while, but I didn't ask Siri. I should have. She would have told me straight away.
So the Thunder, doesn't look like there's been any positional changes. Probably just needed a chat and a regroup.
Yeah, a breather.
Kind of confirm the goals that they would have set for this quarter.
Yeah, Bingham was on there a little bit, and she's definitely on. They're just pausing for that fraction of a second too long, and then obviously the defence are covering her quite quickly. So I would like to see the Thunder turn and release the ball quite quickly to her because I think she's definitely on in that post.
Definitely, and if they are going to hold it up, then they need to put a bit of deception on the ball to try and move the defender and then pass the opposite space. At the moment, they're looking at her, they're waiting, and they're giving it, and which is making it really hard for her to hold her ground.
Yeah, and predictable to the defenders as well. Great movement by, obviously, the Cougars. Great patience by Macy Gardner and Maddie Hinchliffe around the circle's edge, getting their shooters in a better position to have a shot. So we see Annika Lee-Jones return to the court, or was she on before? I can't remember. She did leave for a little bit. She did leave for possibly a quarter, but she's, definitely back on and been on the court for quite a while, Sim. Welcome back to the game, Simi.
Thank you. Welcome back.
8.5 to go here. Round 10 of the HART Sapphire series at the State Netball Centre. So we obviously saw the second game between the Tigers and Bull Sharks drawn at 54 apiece. Yes. And we saw an earlier game played between the Northern Rays and the Jets. And I believe the Jets getting the chocolates over the Northern Rays up in Mackay.
That was a great contest there by Chloe Litherland to then tap the ball back into Annika Lee-Jones to get the ball back in possession for the Thunder, and hopefully they're able to reward their defenders by putting this one to goal.
Yeah, and their turnover game conversion rate is already improved. They're up to 50%, so they're making headway, that's for sure. So the shooting accuracy has taken a bit of a tumble for the Thunder, 50% so far in the quarter. Let's make that 60% and 100% for the Cougars. Well done. Too quick there for the Cougars. That was a great drive by Maddie Hinchliffe and opened up the space for, obviously, Riley Holland to get a quick ball into the circle.
We see the Thunder here in possession, having to do a lot of work in attack. Probably, lucky there. I thought the Cougars may have been able to regain possession, but no, did not happen. But the Thunder really need to try and get to the circle edge.
Hard fall there by Chloe Litherland. Jumps us up. Good rebounds by Bakewell Doran. Wasn't expecting it to drop so short. A little bit surprised by herself.
Yeah, did well to control and hold on to possession.
Riley Holland's come into this quarter like a bombshell.
Definitely.
Movement is out of control.
Yeah, definitely.
And she's loving it. That was a smile and a giggle by her.
She has got great movement, but she's also can hold really strongly.
Yep.
And I think that is, something that sets her apart, and that she isn't one-dimensional. She can change up her game depending on who she's playing, or what her team requires her to do.
Exactly. Would you call her multiple? dimensions.
Multi-dimensional.
Multi? Is that a word?
Multi-dimensional.
Yeah,
Creative.
we'll go with that. Maybe
unpredictable.
A cube. It's got multiple dimensions on it, doesn't it?
Yes, Dominique, it does.
You're so not impressed.
You used Siri when you were younger.
I didn't have Siri. I'm not that young. I use a calculator, that's what I use. Alrighty. Back to the action here at the State Netball Centre between the USC Thunder and the Brisbane North Cougars. The Cougars taking a convincing lead in this quarter, 14 points, or 14 goals to 4. Oh, Bakewell Doran, just in everything.
She is in everything. She's her anticipation and her footwork are fantastic, and combining so very well with both of those things today. The Thunder probably not making it hard for her on some occasions.
No, really putting it in her breadbasket in the front of her, obviously, hands, and she's just having to, look in.
Yeah, thought about going long, but decided to...
No! Bit of a smile there by Riley.
Almost.
She nearly got it back.
Ashley and I wanting to get on with it, but asked to reset the penalty.
She wants to wind up with her big right hand.
She does want to wind up.
Here we go. Oh, no. Takes a two-hand overhead. Great drive there by Gunther. Yes. Settled herself. Bingham's going to shoot it, I would imagine. Oh, in contact? Yep. Good call.
Yeah, when the Thunder are able to get to the circle edge, it makes it so much easier for them to find both of their goalers. We see Serafina Wolf's left at court and Courtney Murphy's moved back over into goal attack.
Yeah, and it looks like Serafina Wolf's going to come back on that goal shooter possibly in the next couple of moments. She's got the bib on the sideline there, so... bit of a push. Ali McLeod just pleading to the umpire once again that she was pretty much coat-hanged by Chloe there. There's a rolling sub there. So Bingham's off and Serafina Wolf is back on. A little bit trying to be too tricky there from Gardner. Just trying to really just land and then pass. Hinchliff. Backs up by Riley Holland there. Great work.
Yeah, Hinchliff did a great job there.
And great shot there.
It's great to see that the Cougars, despite the scoreline, they're not willing to relent. They're, continuing to apply and play at the same level that they started this match for.
Exactly right.
And I think, that's not in disrespect to the Thunder. I think it's just a...
That's more respect, I guess.
Yeah.
That Cougars aren't, going to lay down and play easy on them. And that's obviously, like I said, the respect of Brisbane Cougars to the USC Thunder. They'll try their hardest, as well as obviously Thunder are still trying their hardest here. We still have a bonus point up for grabs with 2 and a bit to go. So far, 16 points to the Cougars and 7 points to the Thunder. Shoot it. From downtown.
Downtown, Slower, no, did not want to. Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Pretty much the same position as what she was, and she nails it. Gives herself a bit of a clap.
The only thing that's going to hinder her is her hair. She needs
to
tie it back.
The whip. The weave is out in force. There's just a miscommunication there between the two players. Obviously, I think it was Uni thinking that her player was driving onto the ball and they actually cut back. So that's a bit disappointing, but obviously Cougars nice and easy down to their shooting end, and Riley Holland never in doubt and converts there.
So with just over a minute to go, minute 20 to go, the Thunder, they've had more players in their team list than any other team.
Yeah.
So their rotation of players has been huge. They've also had SSN players like Anna Kelly Jones and others play for them throughout the season. They've had, on paper, the players to be able to be more competitive. What do you think they need to
I think it's a bit of a disruption. I was speaking to Gary Passion early in the season, and a lot of girls were away with A&L and obviously, like you said, the SSN teams. So they hadn't had the opportunity to play and train together. And a lot of these girls are quite new in the fold of the Sunny Coast netball community, I guess. So that experience to play with each other will come as they, I guess, get going within the season.
Yeah, definitely. So we see with just over 15 seconds to go, the Thunder unfortunately able to convert the last goal for the quarter, giving the possession back to the Cougars, who will be looking to score.
5, 4, money shot, damn it, and she can't get it again.
She's had 2 opportunities in this game and not able to. So the Cougars really dominant in that game. Taking the game at 75-38. The Thunder will be disappointed, not with their effort, but certainly with allowing the score to blow out. In that way, they, you could see they were trying and playing their hardest, like you said, but misunderstanding and lack of connection at times let them down, as well as accuracy at goal. So disappointing result for them, but great result for the Cougars, able to get the majority of their team onto the court.
Exactly right, and coming away with all the bonus points, so really just elevates their position in the ladder. They're pretty much unstoppable, I'm going to say.
Yeah, they are.
That's a word I'm going to describe them as.
They've only had a draw this season to the Wildcats in round 1. But if we look at all of the results from this week, Domi, what did we see?
Yeah, so obviously Ipswich Jets getting the getting the chocolates over the Northern Raids up in Mackay, 55-41. The game that we just commentated just before this game here, between the Bond University Bull Sharks and the Carina Leagues Club Tigers, 54 points all. So game of the round, I guess, Simi. And then obviously the Brisbane North Cougars, 75, too good to the USC Thunder, 38.
Fantastic.
We're probably going to have a look at the ladder.
No, we're not.
No, we're done. We're out of here. They want us to stop talking. Wrap it up, Sim. Wrap it up.
So thanks very much for joining us for round 10 of the HART Sapphire series. This final game of the round, Dominique's losing her.
I'm done.
She's losing and she's seen the bird.
I see. No. Too much yelling at the bridge to Brisbane.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you again. Good night.
See ya.